All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations unto the hopeful elect. It's the brother Barzal from the GMS Arizona camp. I want to speak briefly on this article on the screen. As you see in the title, it says the NFL will restrict unmedicated coaches and staff from working with players. Okay, so ultimately, the NFL is coming out with their statement saying that if you don't consent to the experimental medication, that you're not going to be working with them any longer. You're no longer allowed to work with the NFL. You're going to have to go find a new job. So they're making this thing mandatory. Now we'll read the article because you'll see that this is more so directed towards staff and personnel, but not necessarily the players. But that part is coming too. There's going to be some really heavy decisions that you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are going to have to make here in the near future. You're going to have to decide whether you want to try to continue to hold on to what you have in this society, or if you're willing to lose it all and put your faith in the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to get you through these tough times and to provide for you. And that's something that a lot of our people can't do. They don't have the gift of faith. They don't have that gift. And a lot of our people are still stuck on trying to maintain some level of success here in this society, even though this society is crumbling. I'm going to grab Micah 2:10 real quick. It says, "Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted," and we live in a polluted, wicked society. And you can see it through the things that this society pushes upon the people. The Lil Nas X situation with the Satan 2 sneakers in his stupid fucking video. We just had Kid Cudi on Saturday Night Live performing in a dress. There's abominations and wickedness upon wickedness that's performed here in America and held in high esteem. It says, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction. So, depart. America is not our rest. America, Babylon the Great is not our rest, man. We have no continuous city here. All right. We need to get out of America, out of Babylon the Great, and out of the clutches of our enemies, the so-called white man, who is biblically known as Esau Edom. So going into this article, it says the NFL on Tuesday sent a memo to all 32 teams effectively mandating that support personnel, including coaches and trainers, be medicated, we'll say, against C19, with an exception made for staff who have a bona fide medical or religious ground for not doing so. Which, that excuse, they still gonna apply pressure. They more than likely aren't gonna be as receptive to that excuse getting you out of this. I guarantee there's gonna be other conditions. Or you're still gonna be limited in a lot of ways if you come to say I got a medical or religious exemption. Reading on, it says, according to the statement, the unmedicated will not be allowed to work in proximity to players who are strongly encouraged, but not yet, that's the key word, yet, required to take the experimental medication. So this, again, is related to staff. If you don't consent and take that experimental medication, you can't work in close proximity to players. And who those individuals who have their profession where they have to be in close proximity to the players, they're going to have to either take this thing or walk away. You know, there's not going to be any in between, and eventually it's going to be required for the players. So how many people do you know have enough integrity to walk away from a multi-million-dollar NFL contract, to walk away from that just to stand on their decision to refuse to take the experimental medication? You're going to have very few to none, you know, because a lot of our people are going to see this as a means of safety, you know, getting back to normal life. They don't see the dangers behind it. They don't see the fact that we're literally living in the hour of temptation pursuant to Revelations. I'll grab it. Revelations might be 2 and 10 or 3 and 10. So Revelations 3 verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which we're living in that hour. That's why you have a problem, aka this pandemic, the C-19 that is affected the entire globe. And now you have a solution in this experimental medication that is also the answer to the problem that has impacted the globe, which is the C-19. So we living in the hour of temptation. Why? Because the hour of temptation is going to have an impact on the entire world. And that's exactly what we're witnessing with this pandemic. So reading on, it says, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. So we're all being tried right now. So those individuals who have, you know, substance in this life, they had those multi-million-dollar contracts, you're going to have to make a decision, because you're dealing with the devil. This pandemic response is all being spearheaded by the devil that the Bible speaks of, the so-called white man. They don't mean or intend anything good for you. Point blank, period. You know, the devil came not but to kill, steal, and destroy. The thief, which is the wicked that the Bible speaks of, the so-called white man. All fingers point to the so-called white man fitting this role within the scriptures. So you got to understand that this is a snare being laid to destroy you Israelites. All right. And those that keep the word of the Lord, meaning you're going to trust in the Lord during these times, regardless of what you may lose, whatever worldly possessions that you may have to give up, and he's going to keep you from the hour of temptation. You're not going to consent unto this devil and their plans, because right now, while people are feeling safe, eventually this devil going to show his horns, and people are going to realize they made a great mistake by agreeing and trusting in this damn devil. That point in time where the people going to realize they fucked up is coming, but there's going to be nothing they can do about it. Because if you shoot this experimental medication in you, there's no getting it out. That's why you need to be kept from the hour of temptation. You need to be protected. You need to have enough faith that you're going to just believe in the Lord. You know? And that's the point. So reading on, it says, in the most direct address of medications protocol so far, the league said it expected employees classified as tier 1 and tier 2, including coaches, trainers, front office personnel, videographers, and others, to receive the experimental medication. Those tiers were created last summer to stratify and limit access to team facilities as the NFL prepared to open training camps in preparation for the 2020 season. and have been used continually since. NFL team facilities prove to be among the safest places in the world in 2020 thanks to the NFLPA comprehensive protocols that were developed in conjunction with public health officials. And that's the key. So this is the point. It says having team personnel medicated will benefit these individuals and their families, will make the facilities even safer, and also provide another step towards returning to normalcy. And that's what everybody is really looking for. You know, they're looking to get back to normal. They're looking to get back to the folly, the bullshit, get back to living life as it was before the pandemic broke out. So that's what. It's funny how everybody want to text you and shit, man, when when you're doing a video, but when you're not doing a video, nobody has anything to say, man. And, that's Satan. But yeah, let me grab a scripture real quick. Right, I want to grab 1 Thessalonians 5, all right? Because that line, having team personnel medicated, will benefit these families and these individuals and their families, Salakia, will make the facilities even safer and also provide another step towards returning to normalcy. So that brings me to 1 Thessalonians 5:1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord cometh as a thief in the night." So this is what you need to keep in mind. You Israelites on the fence, still thinking that now that these restrictions are being rolled back, that you've bought time. Time is still short. This devil is getting ready to come down with great wrath. That's why he's trying to disarm the public, and writing all these executive orders so he can come after your guns. This devil getting ready to move, man. And the majority of that wrath is going to be upon you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. So the time is short. And the day of the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night. So if you go back into the world, you feel like you bought time, things getting back to normal. So, you about to go back out there and live your life, thinking, this whole pandemic thing is behind us. The day of the Lord is going to catch you as a thief because you're not going to be watching no more. You're not going to be watching. You're going to be too busy out there in the world. It says, verse 3, and here's the point. It says, "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." So sudden destruction is going to come upon you because why? Right now they're saying peace and safety, peace and safety. Just get the experimental medication. You get normalcy. So they're saying peace and safety. And so that means keep your eyes on a swivel. Be circumspect. Because why? Sudden destruction is coming. When sudden destruction is coming, man, you don't want to be caught as a thief, man. You don't want to be caught off guard. Okay? So, yeah, man, this is just the beginning. Right now it's NFL staff, but this is going to soon spread to, it says at the bottom of the article that, it says the NFL's mandate follows similar messaging from the NBA and MLB to leagues currently in season who have incentivized players and personnel with relaxed C-19 restrictions once they are medicated. So this is going to spread all across all sports, all entertainment. This is going to spread, most importantly, to these individual businesses. Oh, it's coming eventually. Because this devil, he wants to make sure that everybody takes this experimental medication. And these are the mechanisms and the ways he's going to do it to those who think they're going to hold off. And that's why it's going to get so tight and so tough for true believers, because we're going to deal with whatever hardships we're going to have coming as a consequence of not consenting to this devil. But we know that our Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to take care of us in that day. So that's all I got for today. Until next time, I'm going to say shalom.